Yeah, hello all. Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Good
Yes,
evening.
ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So this is like week 1 to week 4 concepts revision session. So you can ask whatever doubts you have. I will just
Ma'am, can we discuss some PYQ questions or like this February 26th, whatever questions came? So there were some doubts. So can we ask that?
which questions?
Ma'am, that M author one question, ma'am. That assume
Total
that there are M books with distinct names. Ma'am, if you
what?
go to the
Mm,
question paper, it is maybe in the bottom. There
which
will be
question
a
paper?
last one,
Sorry,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Answer, last one, ma'am. Answer.
Answer
Answer
key.
key for
The
yes,
answer
ma'am.
key, yeah,
Mm,
there. Click on that quiz one paper, ma'am. Answer key.
Which one question paper and answer?
Yes, ma'am. In this, ma'am, there is a question. Yeah, answer key, ma'am. This one is for 16th. No, ma'am, the recent one, ma'am, which was held in the month of February, this last month only.
Okay. Just stop presenting. Can someone share the portal that you whatever portal ID you are using? CT.
Should I share, ma'am, the URL? I think it will work or not. I'm not sure, but let
Yeah,
me check.
okay.
I think
Ma'am, please check the chat. I have shared a Google Drive link.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
there. It's there. Yeah.
I also have one, ma'am, query regarding that.
Okay. Okay. We'll discuss those things.
yeah, ma'am. If you can share the screen, then I can tell
Yeah.
you.
26th.
Yes, ma'am.
Both
26
are
February.
same.
No, it's two different sets.
But those are similar, ma'am.
Yeah,
No.
somehow similar. If you can scroll down, ma'am, to the
I
CT
have
section.
yes, question number 58, ma'am. It was my query. Question number 58 at the bottom.
Mm.
Yeah, from here CT starts, ma'am.
Yeah, question number 58.
Yes, ma'am. Like, ma'am, you have opened the first one, but in my one it says x dot gender equals to male, but in the answer it says female. So I'm confused regarding that, ma'am.
Here in the question, it is x dot gender
Yes,
equal to f. That means
yes,
female
I get it,
or
ma'am. But in my question, it was a male, like M. But in the answer, it shows number of female students. So I'm confused there, ma'am.
okay. Let us see this question. Here, both count 1 and count 2 are initially 0. Initial values are 0. So this is simple iteration to iterate over the scores data set. While loop is to iterate over the scores data sets. If x dot gender equal to f or x dot mathematics marks greater than x dot physics, then count 1 equal to count 1 plus 1. Else count 2 equal to count 2 plus 1. What is asked in the question? It is asked about count 2, not about count 1. So count 1 includes what? It will include the female students and also the students whose mathematics marks are greater than physics, right? And also it will include the male students whose mathematics marks are greater than physics marks also, right? It will include all the students whose mathematics marks are greater than physics marks. It will include all the female students. So this x dot mathematics greater than x dot physics will include both male and female students. Okay, that will represent the count 1. Whereas count 2, it will count if it is male, it will count, right? If it is male, it will count. But the condition is like his mathematics marks should be less than or equal to physics marks. because mathematics marks greater than physics marks are already counted in count 1. So it will count the males whose mathematics marks are less than or equal to physics marks. Number of male students whose, that means, and other way of saying is like whose physics marks are greater than or equal to mathematics marks.
Ma'am,
Is-
I get ma'am, I get that one, but when I opened it was different. Can you please, I've shared another link. Can you please check the screenshot, ma'am? If you can. It's on the chat.
Ma'am, you just said that it would be less than or equal to, but
Yeah,
the answer is greater than.
Yeah, mathematics marks less than or equal to. That means physics
Oh,
marks are,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
yeah, got it,
Sorry.
got it. No need to open the link. I got it now.
Yeah, ma'am, in the in the same set, the 57 previous question and 61, ma'am, both. This one, ma'am, why we have to take both here, ma'am? Both, like there is option of both.
Yeah, just solve this question by yourself. Just try what is happening here instead of me explaining.
Okay.
Just tell what is happening here.
So it is like counting the, first of all, if there is a noun, then it will be true. And it will be like at least four, like letter count is if at least four. So it should like either noun or either at least four letter counts. No, then why like both? It is like, that is my confusion. It should come with only one condition. No, if flag is true.
Mm.
Why both option we
So
have to take?
what will count represent?
Yeah, ma'am. According to me, what I was thinking is it should represent the number of words with either nouns or at least four letters, but not both. I was
Okay. What
yeah.
is the answer? That's
Answer is
only
both.
not both.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, both,
both.
ma'am. Yeah, yeah.
Or C. Number of words which are either nouns. That
Mm-hmm.
means one of them is noun.
Mm-hmm.
Either means only one condition can be true, right? Either nouns or have at least four letters or both. See, here flag true should happen. When flag will true will happen, if it is a noun, then flag true will happen. If it is not noun, but the letter count is greater than or equal to 4, then also flag equal to true will happen. If it is noun and letter count greater than or equal to 4, then also flag true will happen, no? Because in either case, flag will be set to true.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got it, got it, got it.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
this is
actually, I was a bit confused actually, so that's why. And the question number 61, ma'am, the one which I was asking in the first, that M author one.
Mhm.
Actually, I posted that in the forum also, and TAs also, they were not able to answer that question also. 61. Yeah, this one, ma'am. Let's assume that M books are this one, ma'am.
Hmm. Okay, let us see the question. The following pseudocode is executed using the library dataset. Assume that there are M books with distinct names that are written by N authors.
Mhm.
And each book is written by only one author. M distinct book, but that means the books are different and written by N authors. Okay. And each book is written by only one author. Okay. So what should we count? At the end of execution of the above pseudocode, choose the correct options. Okay. Count equal to count 1, count 2 initially 0. And we are iterating over this library dataset using the while loop. And for every card, count 1 equal to count 1 plus will happen. That means generally we are counting the number of cards of library dataset, because for every card, count 1 equal to count 1 plus is happening. Okay, the inner loop, while loop
So
we are taking. Yeah.
here in the count one, so the count one will be M, no? How it is N, ma'am? That is the confusion actually. Because we are counting the books, no? M books. So it is answer, in answer it is written N. Count one is N. One
Okay,
of the
let me.
TA said, he said like this answer is printed wrong. Somebody saying you post it in the group, we'll discuss internally and reply you back. I was not getting any perfect answer for this one.
M books with
Yeah.
distinct names that are written by N authors, and each book is written by only one author.
Mhm.
Yeah, actually, What will count represent and what will count to? Okay, they are asking. Okay, let us see the full question. By the table 1 has more rows, that means again we are comparing each card with every other card. If x dot other equal to y dot other, then count 2 equal to count 2 plus 1 happen. So if both other names are same, then only the count 2 equal to count 2 plus 1 will happen. Move y to table 2, else move y to table 3. Okay, okay. Yeah, count 1 should be M only.
M, no? Yeah, that
Yeah.
was I was thinking count one should be M. The
Yeah,
answer
count
is
1 should be M and count 2 equal to M minus N. That is correct.
yeah, count 2 is correct. That is that one I understood. But count 1 should be M actually, I thought. So so it's a printing mistake, no?
Yeah, there is some mistake in this. Yeah. Count 1 should be M only because we have M distinct books.
In set 2 also there was one more question, so there was also some printing
No,
mistake.
ma'am,
So
actually this question was discussed in like the last session or the last before session.
Hmm.
And like Deepak sir said, like he explained this question and he took the example, like the dummy data, and he proved it like the answer is correct, whichever is given over here. So it's like he explained the books can be the authors will be lesser than the number of books, and he proved it using the dummy
See,
data.
just for this to understand, no, library data set, where is the data set actually? Sample data set here. Is there at the beginning or just here itself?
it's in the beginning, ma'am, but it's not enough actually.
No, just wanted to see library data set, no?
Yeah, it will be there in this one.
So name is book name only and author, genre, language, pages, publishers. Okay. So actually name is just name of the book.
61, ma'am.
Mm.
Yeah, this one.
M books with the distinct names. So for each count 1 equal to count 1 plus 1. Assume that there are M books with the distinct names that are written by N authors and each book is written by only one author.
Like we can go line by line and we can take 3 or 4 data, like there can be 2 or like 4 books and 2 authors written by 2 or 3 authors. And if we go line by line, like if we see like the line number 4 is moving X to table 2, and like line number 10 is moving Y to table 3 and moving Y to table like
Yeah,
2.
actually,
That is actually
yeah.
making the difference actually.
Actually, why this is happening? Because whenever we are seeing similar author, like if X dot author equal to Y dot author, whenever the author name is coming same, we are discarding that. We are moving it to separate table. That means we are not counting the books which are written by the identical authors. We are counting only the distinct authors here. Count 1 equal to count plus 1 is happening here. The reason is because I'm telling the reason because count here you can see if X dot author equal to Y dot author. Okay, let's take the example that will be better then.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, just let me stop sharing.
Pooja, if you don't mind, can you share that link like where Deepak sir has explained me like the YouTube link? If you can, like in which session it was, I can go on YouTube.
Okay, I'll check. Give me 2 minutes. If I find, I'll let you know.
Okay.
It was the last or last before, but still I'll let you know.
See here you have some other names, other names and books. Books only, no? Only
Yeah.
2 difference. So other names, they are N authors. It is mentioned there, N. And books are M books.
Yes, ma'am. M books with distinct names.
M books with distinct names.
Yeah, different
What
names.
is happening? So all the names, let us take 4 books here. Some other names, let us take some ABC other. What is it? ABC. And book name is first book. Second one is XYZ. And this is second book. Again ABC. Same order, capital ABC only. Capital ABC. This is third book. Okay, this is fourth book. Now let us see. Now the question is like the first while loop is iterating over the books. So first, second, third, and fourth. So count equal so for the first book. What will happen? Count 1 equal to 1. After seeing first book, count 1 will become 1. Initially, it is 0. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the same loop, while we are in the same outer loop, we are taking the inner loop, right? We are taking the inner loop and starting iteration from the second, third, and fourth book. Right from the pseudocode, there is one inner loop. That inner loop also iterates over this table only. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, let me copy that pseudocode if it is confusing. But the thing is, I'm unable to copy. Can anyone copy the code and give me?
Let me check if I can do that.
If downloaded version is there, I think you can copy.
Let me see if I can paste here, because if they allow, then only I can paste. I think it is not going through.
Okay, let me just try this.
Yes, ma'am. I did somehow copied this, if you can see, but it is in the order is a bit different actually. In the
Okay.
chat.
Sure.
I did share the link.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Thank you.
So this is the pseudocode, no?
Yeah.
While table 1 has more rows, read the first row. See, there is this inner loop, inner while loop. This is inner while loop. The inner while loop also iterating over the same table. The same table, whatever table we are currently looking. So that we are telling
Look,
while
it is also checking only the author, no?
wait. While table 1 has more rows, read the first row from Y in table 1. So that means we are reading the first row.
Okay.
See, you can see X is moved to table 2 here. So first, what is table 1? First, second, third, fourth will be there. Here, after reading the first row, X in table 1, move X to table 2. That means first is moved to table 2 and then count 1 equal to count 1 plus happened. So now our table 1 has only this XYZ, ABC, XYZ, right?
Yeah.
First book is removed. So now the inner while loop is again iterating over this. table 1. So now
Mhm.
currently our table 1 is starting from second, third, and fourth. While table 1 has more rows, read the first row y in table 1. That means second, we are reading second book. If x dot order equal to y dot order, then
Mhm.
count 1 equal to count plus 1 happening. So we are checking whether x dot order equal to y dot order. What is our x first? What is
Mhm.
our second? What is our y? That is second. We are checking the order names. Both are not same. So count 2 will be 0 only in the first iteration. Count 2 will be 0 only. Okay, that will be 0. Move y to table 2. Now we are moving y to table 2. But x is moved to table 2 and also y is moved to table 2. Else move y to table 3. Else means if both order names are same, then we are moving y to table 3. Move all rows from table that is happening at end, like after inner iteration that will happen.
Ma'am, I think
Hmm.
here it is saying if the author is same, then we have to move to we'll increment the count to.
Hmm.
Else we'll move to, means if the author is not same, then only we'll move to table 3, ma'am.
If the order is not same, then only we will move to table 3.
Yeah,
Yes, that's why second will be moved to table 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so second will be moved to table 3. Now again in the inner while loop only we will be there, because there are more cards left now. So inner while loop, the second card is the other, in the other iteration the other card is third. So for the third, what is the order name? ABC.
Yeah.
ABC. So now here ABC equal to ABC. Now
Yeah.
count 1 will be 1, count 2 will be 1, and then we will discard this card. We will discard the third card. We will move it to table 2. That means this card won't be retrieved again, right? Because only we are moving from table 3 to table 1. Again, in the inner while loop, this will happen. The inner while loop, again we will check for the fourth card. We will check whether both order names are same. No, both order names are not same. So count 2 will be count 2. 2, no? Count 2 will be count 2.
Yeah, it will be
Yeah.
incremented to.
Yeah. Now first is moved to table 2 and third is also moved to table 2. And those cards we are not moving back to table 1 again. So yeah, those cards we are only the cards which we are moved to table 3. That means this second and fourth card will be moved to table 1. Now the outer while loop continues. So outer while loop, what is our next card? After seeing first, it is first is moved to table 2, no? So what is the top card? Now it is second. Now for the
Yeah.
second card, count 1 equal to 2 will happen, right? And the card XYZ will be moved to table 2. And then we are checking second with this. I will hide. I think I should remove this here. This one. This one is moved and this one is also moved. Only our table 1 is left with second and fourth card.
Yeah, XYZ, yeah.
Yeah. So now count 1 equal to 2 will happen. And then we will check the order. In the inner while loop, we will check whether they are same. Yes, they are same orders. Now count 2 will be what? Count 2 plus 1. That is
Yeah,
3
2 plus
will
1, 3.
happen. 3 will happen. And this card will be moved to table 2. Because XYZ same. Both
Yeah.
other names are same. Now no more rows. Right? No more rows in the table 1. Table 1. Because this also moved to table 1, no? Because
Yeah.
after, yeah. So we can see count 1 equal to 2. It is not as 4. At the end of iteration, we can see count 1 equal to 2. It
Yeah.
is not 4. That means it is counting the number of distinct orders only. Number of orders only. If the
Okay.
order names are, yeah, even though books are distinct, if the order names are same, then we are moving them to table 2. Right? Here, if the other names are same, we are moving them to table 2 and we are not counting the repeated order books. So the thing is, count 1 will be equal to n and count 2 will be equal to m minus n.
Yeah, this one I understood, ma'am. M minus 1 I was clear. Only the author name, that first one, I was thinking it was M, so that was the confusion actually. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for clearing the
Yeah.
confusion, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
One second. How did the counter become m minus n at the end?
Okay.
Actually, I think count 2 should be 2 because the condition for count 2 that x dot author is becoming true only twice for the first and for ABC and XYZ. So counter will be 2 only.
No, count 2 will be 3. No, we have seen it. So for there are how many? So for ABC will be compared with ABC again and will get count 2 equal to 1 will happen. Yeah.
So the condition that x dot author is equals to y dot author, that will be true only twice. Isn't it?
Yeah. So did any calculation mistake previously? I'm not
Oh,
sure.
yes, ma'am, like I was.
Yeah. Count 1 equal. So after seeing ABC, count 2 will become 1. And after seeing XYZ, count 2 will become 2. Right?
Yes, ma'am. The counter will be one for one XYZ and one for ABC.
Yeah, yes. So it will count the number of similar authors. So how will we get the number of similar authors? The number of distinct books minus number of the authors, distinct authors. Total number of books, that is books, minus number of what? Distinct author names will get the number of similar author names. That's why it is m minus n. M is number of distinct books and n is the author names, no? N is the what?
N is the number of authors and M is books. So
Books.
4 minus 2, it will be 2.
2. Yeah. Yeah. Any other doubts?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, yes, please.
Ma'am, in this only question number 68 and 69.
The same.
Yes, ma'am. In the qualifier 26.
And ma'am, before that I have 67. So it will be like in 67, 68, 69.
Yes, ma'am.
$67.
Yes, ma'am, just like a revision.
The following pseudocode is executed using the words data set. Okay. It's numeric. Okay. Do something, take 2 tables, count equal to 0 while table. What are this table 1 and table 2?
It is counting actually the similar words.
This is
If you-
67 only, no?
Yeah, the
Okay.
8 1, ma'am, it is counting the similar words from the both table 1 and 2. So till if you are honest with your work, the after that the iteration stops, so it is counting 8.
Okay, just let me go to the question. What are table 1 and table 2? Okay, this is mentioned, no? What are table 1 and table 2 are mentioned below. Okay, actually in table 1 we are iterating. Read the first row y from table 1 and read the first row z from table 2. Okay, if y dot word is same as z dot word, then we are counting. Else return count. That means the procedure will return the count. Whenever they are not same, it will return count. Move y to table T1, return count. We are returning the count. This is a simple question only. Let there are 2 data sets stored in table 1 and table 2 corresponding to the following sentence. If you are honest with your work, the money is just complement. If you are honest with your work, the progress is just complement. So what happens is count equal to count plus 1 will be incremented for if you are honest with your work. Both words are same. The count 1 equal to count 1 plus will happen. But after seeing money and progress, increment won't happen. Just the count value will be written. What is our count value now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, no?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am,
ma'am.
got it. It was easy,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Assume that upper and lower case are ignored during comparison. Okay. Okay, 67 is done. 68 to 69.
Yes, ma'am.
The following pseudocode is executed using the scores dataset. Let variables F, M, F20 and M20 represents the following. F equal to number of female students in the dataset. M is number of male students in the dataset. F20 is the number of female students with the total marks greater than 250. M250 is the number of female with the total. Okay, these are just variables. Okay, variables.
Yes.
Okay, this is a pseudocode. Just what we are doing in the pseudocode, we are just checking if the gender is F and if total is greater than 250, then flag equal to true we are doing. That means for both, it should be female, the card should be female card and total marks must be greater than 250, then only flag equal to true will happen. Okay. If not flag, if the flag is not become true, then A equal to A plus 1 will happen if the total is greater than, okay. Okay, then let us see the question and just go. What will A represent at the end? What will be the value of A at the end of execution? So what is A? When A is getting incremented? If not of flag, that means if the flag value is false, that means if we have not set flag value to true, then only not a flag will be true. If flag is holding false, then not a flag will become true. So what is the condition for not setting flag equal to true? Can you tell?
Yes, ma'am. The gender should be female and the total marks should be greater than
Yeah, here, ma'am, actually what we can do is like, for example, here the flag is true when it is a female greater than 250, right? So if we take flag as a false, then it will be the reverse. So which will be
Yes.
male
Yes,
and
yes.
male, and in the here it is greater than 250, then it should be at most means less than equal to 250.
No,
So
the flag becomes true only when both the conditions are satisfied. Only when both the female and greater than 250. If it
yeah,
even,
that's what I said, ma'am. So in
yeah.
the like if the in the if not flag in that the A will be only incremented, so the result will be it will be male first of all because it will be the reverse of female, and the condition can be here it is a female 250, no, so the condition will be female minus 250, so which will give you the result as at most. So now it is greater than, so which is like less than, it will give the less than and equal to also. It
I
will.
think you are not getting it correctly.
But
So
even if one of them is not possible, then it will give not flag.
yes,
It's
yeah.
false.
The thing is, what is the condition for making flag equal to true? The card should be both female card and also
Mhm.
total marks must be greater than 250.
Yes.
Even though card is female, but the total marks is less than or equal to 250, flag won't be set to true. Only if both the conditions are becoming true, then only flag becomes true.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. True condition I got to know, ma'am. I was saying about the
False
false.
condition. So
Yeah.
false when flag we are not setting to false, only the case is for all male cards we won't set flag to false, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Plus there is some more condition. Even though card is from female, if the total marks are less than or equal to 250, we won't set to flag to true.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I said, ma'am.
So yeah. So just go to the options. So number of male cards, that is clear, and F means number of female cards. Out of the total female cards, we are subtracting the female cards whose total marks are greater than 250. Then we will get the remaining cards, like remaining female cards whose marks are less than or equal to 250, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why answer is M plus F minus 250. Is it clear or not?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
but
I-
why we will add it?
Huh?
And why we will add it male plus F minus?
See, see, let us take a female card with the total 190. For that case, will our flag become true?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No. So for all female cards, the flag is not becoming true. Only for the females whose total is greater than 250, only for those females, the flag is becoming true. So so we don't want to make our flag true. So only for the females with the total marks greater than 250, only for that case, we are making true. Out of the total females, only for the females whose total marks greater than 250, we are making flag to true. So from the total males plus from the total females, we are subtracting the females whose marks are greater than 250. Yeah.
Ma'am, I have a query. In the where it says if not flag,
Hmm.
we are referring to the state of the flag at the end of the iteration from line 7, or are we looking at the state of flag from line 4? Like, how do you read that? It says not flag. So which state are we looking at?
See, we will just simply iterate line by line. Okay. We'll simply iterate line by line. After seeing line 7 only, we will see line 10.
Yes.
Yes. So after checking, after if flag is not made to true, then only not a flag will be true, right?
Yeah, well, that is the 7-1 will be correct. I think whoever is asking the question. I was
So
also confused initially. So I
Yeah.
should take the 4th one or the 7th one.
Yeah, I'm not
Actually,
sure
it
about
should
that.
be, yeah. Actually, I was taking initially the 4th one, then the answer was coming wrong. But when I checked with the 7th one, when the flag is true after that, so if not flag means it is false, right? So in the false condition only, so for the female it will be reverse, it is male, and the female there are 3 conditions. No, one is greater than 250, less than 250, and equal to. So greater than is cancelled. So remaining is the equal to and the less than one. So that is what it will be, male plus the remaining two, which
Okay,
is
so we
we
have to
can.
check the last flag, actually, whatever is mentioned.
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. So the 7th one only you have to consider. Actually,
Oh.
I was also confused initially. So then I somehow figured that this is the logic it has been used here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, the logic won't be different. See, you will iterate line by line. So 4th line and then 7th line. So if it is not, actually flag is a variable. So yeah, it can take only 2 values,
No,
only
ma'am.
false or
Actually,
true.
if we take the 4th one, no, if not flag means
Yeah,
not.
why will you
No.
take 4th one only? I don't understand. Why? That is some blind logic, no? Why will you take 4th one? See, you will iterate line by line. After seeing line 4, you will iterate line 5, line 6, line 7. So in the line 7, you will check whether flag is becoming true. If it is made true, if it is not made true, then the flag value will remain false only, no? So it is
Actually, ma'am,
not about line 4 or line 7. It is about the status of flag. So whether the flag is set to false or not, or whether the flag is set to true or not, you will check.
yeah,
So
So
actually,
based
iteration,
on
ma'am,
the if condition, it will validate it whether it's
yeah,
true or false.
yes,
Right?
based on the,
Okay.
yes,
Initial line.
Okay. Thank you.
actually, ma'am, there was a confusion just because there was a question, activity question 2.1 or something. There was a flow chart. So in that, not found, found, false. So based on that, actually, most of them got confused. Actually, I heard.
see, in the iteration, you will go line by line. If the
Yeah,
you will check only the status of flag, whether it is lines, any line you won't refer, you will check while you are iterating line 10, while you are checking at the line 10, iterating that, while you are executing that, you will check for the status of flag, whether it is true or false, you will check. If it is true, then you won't do anything. This if loop won't happen. If it is false, not of false will become true, and then the statement line 11 will be executed. It is not about line 4 or line 7, just about the status of our flag while you are executing line 10. Okay.
Got
yeah.
it, ma'am. Thank you.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, 69 also, there is some doubt, right? What will be the value of B at the end of execution? So when B is getting incremented, if total is greater than 250. So already what we have seen is, it is filtered. At A, we can see we will get only male students and the female students whose marks are less than or equal to 250. But for B case, we will increment only if the total is greater than 250. That means it will count the number of male students with the total greater than 250. Already the females who's with a total greater than 250 is already eliminated in the first flag itself. That's why we will count the number of male students with the total greater than 250. That's why it is M250. Hello. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, okay. Okay, if you have any other doubts, we can discuss.
Ma'am, is there going to be any revision or anything?
Revision, see, this is week 1 to week 4 only, just simple loops or something. Even if I say it won't be that useful, just revising some theoretical thing.
I have a query, not regarding CT, but the quiz. I failed the CT only, ma'am, in the 4 courses. So, do I need to like pass all the exams in the reattempt, or just the exam I failed by 2%?
Yeah, I think I don't know. I don't know correctly this one. I think you have to mostly write only CT, but I don't know exactly. You just write mail or check your mails what you have to do.
Yeah,
Write mail.
same with me, bro. So I also failed only in CT, so only you have to write CT only. I'm also going to do that also. Only CT.
Me same. Ma'am, is it possible if you can like show the class little more examples of debugging? Like, just give me a minute.
Hello.
Ma'am,
Yeah, yes.
ma'am, I have a doubt in activity question 3.3. Activity questions.
Question number 64, ma'am, related to it. Like, is it possible to like show some how to solve those problems? Question number 64.
Question number 64.
Yeah, like the pattern, ma'am.
Okay, just you solve this. I will see what you are doing. Just read the line by line, and you solve this. I will tell where you are actually doing mistake. Can you do that?
Actually, I have some confusion in the like fill in the code option, like in the options. I get confused. Sometimes the options are really similar.
Yeah, just you try to solve this, then we'll see like where you are doing actually mistake. Okay.
Ma'am, I'll be comfortable if you do that. You really have a good understanding, like explaining skills.
Okay, so 2 words are said to be conjugate if they fulfill the following conditions. They are different words. Okay, 2 words are to be different to be conjugate, and also number of vowels are same in both the words, and number of consonants are same in both the words. The first condition to become conjugate is the 2 words must not be same. Like, and the number of vowels in the number of vowels and consonants should be same. So can you give one example of such 2 words, conjugate words? So SWEET and THE.
I have
Right.
2 words, open and ajar.
Open.
and AJAR.
Open. See, number, how many number of consonants are there in open?
Yeah, it's 2 P and N.
It's
And,
P and N. It's P
Ma'am,
and N, 2
so
consonants.
on is a more simple example. So and on.
Let me explain her. Open and jar you are telling, no? So open has 2 vowels and 2 consonants, but jar has only one
No,
vowel.
I meant ajar,
should also
AJAR.
Okay, then that is okay.
That works, right?
Yeah, now it works. So yeah, so the condition is both the words should be different, and the number of vowels should be same, number of consonants should be same. So everyone got idea, right? How the words looks like. for a row X in words data set, assume that V count of X return the number of vowels in X dot word. At the end of execution, count stores the number of conjugate pairs. Okay, at the end of execution of this pseudocode, count will store the number of conjugate pairs. Choose the correct code fragment to complete the pseudocode. Okay, the thing is, we have to compare each card with each and every other card. We have to check each card with every other card. Then only we will get the conjugate pairs. No, how we will do? Like first we will start iteration, and first we will freeze one word, and then for that one word we will compare with all the other words in the words data set. So for this we want nested iterations. That's why we have two while loops. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
So each card should be compared with every other card in the words data set. Then only we will, that's how we will check, no, whether the word is conjugate or not, whether both words are not conjugate or not. So that's why we have nested iteration. Okay, the condition is like two words should be not same. So while iterating, we should check X dot word must not be same as Y dot word. That is true, right? That condition should be satisfied.
Yes.
And the letter count of the both the words should be same. Then only we will get equal number of consonants and vowels, right? If they have the different letter count, how the vowels and consonant number will be same in both the words? So other condition is letter count should be same, and if the vowel count is same in both the words, then if the letter count and vowel count is same in the both the words, then consonant count also will be same, right? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
if there are four like, okay, there are the word has four letters and it has two vowels, that means it has two consonants, right? The same, the other word also has four letters, it has two vowels, and means number of consonants will be two. The same logic, if both words are not same, but letter count is same and vowel count is same, that means consonant count also will be same, and count equal to count plus 1 we will do after checking all these conditions. So you can see this if is nested, that means all the three conditions should be satisfied, then only count equal to count plus 1 we are doing. Okay, that's why this answer is correct. Let us see why the other options are wrong. See, in the other option we can see if X dot word equal to Y dot word, that condition, it is initially mentioned those two words must be different. So that's why we can eliminate this option, second option. And is it clear for everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Let us see the third option. Okay, first condition is correct. Both words are not same. If vowel count is same, that is also correct. We are checking whether the vowel count is correct. And then we are checking this one, X dot letter count minus V dot letter count, that vowel count is same as this is also correct, right? Count equal to count plus 1. That means actually out of the total, out of the letter count, we are subtracting the vowel count, and that means we will get the consonant count, and we are checking whether the both words has same consonant count. If it has same consonant count, then the count is getting incremented. So this option is also correct only. There is no wrong statement here, right? Agree, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. See what is happening in the fourth option. If X dot word equal to Y dot word, we are exiting the loop. That means we are not checking that card. Okay, that is okay. Else means that means both the.
But ma'am, if we exit the loop, then we'll not go in the else part, no?
So if we exit the loop here itself, if we exit the loop, that means this card here only, if X dot card equal to Y dot card, if X dot word equal to Y dot word, that means we are exiting the loop. We are exiting the inner loop. This inner while loop, that means we will go for the
Which
Again, we
means
have to
we'll come
start
back
from the
again because there are two
start from the
whiles.
beginning.
Yeah, we will start again. We will check. We will take the new word.
So it will never be like checking the inner, like whatever the else conditions.
Yeah, else
But
condition won't be checked. That is true. But the thing is, we have to check the inner condition only when if both words are not same.
Yeah, ma'am. I was saying that if we exit the loop, then this else condition
no,
will
no,
never
you
be
got
executed.
it wrong. It's the inner loop. So even if the loop exits, there will be other loops. It's the inner. It's a loop on the loop, I guess.
Ma'am,
Yes.
if exit loop,
Only exit
it
loop
says-
means we will exit out from the inner loop only. We are not
when
exiting
we
from the outer loop.
excuse me, ma'am, when we say
Yeah.
inner loop, do we mean just the conditional statement? If
No, it's
No,
from
it's the
this
while
inner
loop.
while loop we will exit.
okay.
So the last option is, ma'am, only wrong because x dot word is like equal. There's no statement x dot word not equals to y dot word.
So when you will go to else part, only when if both words are not same, then only you will go to else part. No,
Right, ma'am.
that means, and this condition is also being satisfied. Like x dot word not equal to y dot word condition is satisfied, then only you will go to else part, and x dot letter count equal to y dot letter count, you will see.
This is correct right now.
Yeah,
Ma'am,
wait,
Yes,
let me see.
that I was
seems to be
saying.
correct.
Yes, that I
Wait,
was
wait.
saying.
Wait, let me see the what. Why it is wrong actually. Move y to table 3 we are doing. When we are doing move y to table 3. So if we exit the loop, then move y to table 3 won't happen, and all the rows won't be moved from table 3 to table 1 won't happen. No. See, this option is also what? This option is also correct only. But because of this movement, like we are not moving the card to any other table. See here, this option is also correct only. But the thing is, if x dot word equal to y dot word, we are not moving it to any other table. We are just keeping it as it is. Means the card will be recounted. That's why it is wrong option. But if we say move y to table 3 or something like that, then the option will be
Okay, ma'am.
yeah,
Okay, ma'am.
logically.
Ma'am, in earlier answers also it was not mentioned that we are moving card from here to there.
Yeah, it's
But
not
we were
mentioned, but
not exiting the loop.
we are moving. See, if the if condition, even though if the if conditions everything is satisfied or not satisfied, finally we will move the card over to table 3. Finally, our card will be moved to table 3. Even the conditions, all these conditions are satisfied or not, the card will be moved to table 3. But in this case, that move, if the if condition is satisfied, if the both words are same, then exit loop is not happening. Okay. That's why
Okay,
this
ma'am.
is like, yeah, that's why counting mistake will happen. You can check that. Just take the example of cards and just check, like words data set itself, like for some examples you can prepare by your own, like four words, and then you can try solving why this option is incorrect.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am,
For this
ma'am, I have
option
a
to be
doubt.
correct, ma'am, for this option to be correct, what should have been added here?
So move y to table 3, move here y to table 3 should be added, even though if condition is
Ma'am,
if x
Ma'am,
dot word.
exit loop should not be there, and if we just speak to the else part, it should not be if and else part.
ma'am, if x dot word is let's assume that x dot word is not equals to y dot word. In this case, we are checking this condition, and we found that the words are not equal. Will it exit the loop in that case also?
No, it won't exit. only if both words are
Okay.
same, then only exit loop will happen. If
Yeah.
the words are not same, then we will check all these conditions.
Else
After
condition.
checking all these conditions, then only count will be incremented. So count is getting correctly incremented only. But the thing is, counting won't happen properly, because move I to table 3 will happen only if the condition, only like if the exit loop is,
Words are not equal.
yeah, yes.
But that is what we want, right? That's what the question asks, that they are not equal, and then you count it if they are not equal.
So we should
Yes.
count all such words, right? We
Yeah.
should count all such words. If we move that card to table 3, if we are not moving that card to table 3, then we won't get the exact count. Just take some example, then you will get idea, like 4 words as example, like out of them 2 are similar. Like similarly, we have taken previously first, second, same thing you can do.
And the fourth option logically satisfies the answer. It is inaccurate, but logically satisfies, because the first point is both have to be different. So in the if part, if both are same, the exit loop will execute, and like it will not go forward. But if both are different, it will like go forward, and the else part will also execute. So logically, isn't that the right isn't that also a right answer?
Yeah, logically it's also right answer. But the thing is, only because of move y to table 3 is not happening. If the exit loop happens for a card, that, yeah, only because of that thing only this option is wrong. You can check
But ma'am,
actually.
it exists the
Ma'am,
loop
if we
when
don't
it is
move the
equal,
card
and we
from,
don't need. It exists the loop when it is not equal, and we don't need that card to be counted, right?
Yeah, but
That is
for the,
exactly my point.
But what ma'am is saying is basically that will stay there only. But when we start doing it, we again find the same card at the same
exactly,
place.
also at
Is-
the same point.
Yes, yes, you are right. You also mentioned the same thing.
Okay, we
Ma'am,
find the same card there, but still it won't be counted, right?
Yes, you are right. That then again the same thing will happen, and we will be following the same thing. So we will never be able to go ahead. If we,
see,
yeah,
see, exit loop means we will exit from the loop. Like we will exit that loop. The loop won't be counted again. But the further cards won't be checked. I will tell the logic. See, here if x dot word equal to y dot word, then we are exiting the loop.
Yeah,
That
got
means
it.
the remaining cards won't be checked for. The
Yes.
remaining
So
cards in the table, the remaining cards in our table 1 won't be checked. Each card comparison with every other card won't be happening. So we will directly exit this inner loop. The condition won't be satisfied. Like other cards, we won't check. That's why.
okay,
See,
got it,
they,
ma'am.
yeah, okay. The condition here is correct only if the word is not true, else part is correct. But only if part, because of this exit loop means we will directly come out of the loop. We won't iterate the other cards. We won't search for the other cards. So we won't get the actual count. Okay.
Yes, got it, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
ma'am,
Yeah, yes, please.
ma'am, I have a doubt in week 4 activity 5, question number 3. Can we have this now?
Yeah.
Ma'am, week 4 activity 4.5. This one. And question number 3 and 4.
Yeah, anyone, would you like to explain this? This is a simple question only.
Ma'am, the problem here is left heavy m comma n. There are two parameters m and n, and then ma'am they are comparing that both the totals should be greater than the difference should be greater than 0. Okay, ma'am, the third question perfectly solves this, but ma'am, in the fourth question, it seems to be that the variable is depicting something is left heavy.
So is left heavy x comma y is always opposite of the return value of if is left heavy y comma x, not y x. Okay, let us see the pseudocode. Okay, what happens if both totals are same? If both m and n totals are same,
It
whether
will
it returns true or false?
it will return false.
So it will return false in both cases. In both cases, even if pass y comma x or x comma y, it will give the same output. Okay, it will give
Ma'am,
false only. So it won't be exactly the opposite. Is always opposite is not correct, right? Because here in the first case we are passing x comma y, and in the second case we are passing y comma x. So first case, in order to return true, so x total must be greater than y total. In the second case, to return true, y total must be greater than x total. Okay, if x total is less than y
okay, ma'am.
total,
Okay, ma'am. I thought return value in a numeric part, but it's a boolean. Okay, ma'am. I got that.
Yeah, can you discuss this question, ma'am, please?
okay, see this question. So what we are passing here, x comma y are two cards. We are checking whether both totals are same or not. If x total is greater than, if we pass x comma y as an argument, we will see if x total minus y total greater than 0. That means x total is greater than y total, then we are returning true. If not, if x total equal to y total or x total less than y total, then we will return false. Okay. Okay, yeah, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That is clear.
So this question, let us see, is left heavy x comma y we are passing here is always opposite of the return value of is left heavy of y comma x. So the return value we are telling is always opposite. If we pass x comma y, if it is returning true, then it will return false for y comma x we are telling. Let us see will that happen or not. So if both, so here initially let us pass x comma y as an argument. If x total greater than y total, it will return true, else it will return false. If we pass y comma x, it will return false. But what happens if both the totals are same, x comma y totals are same, then
Then also it will return false.
false. Yeah, y comma x what will return? If we pass y comma x,
Might
then
return
what?
false.
Yeah, is it opposite always?
Not exactly.
Yeah, no. So the answer is false.
And ma'am, can you please question number 5 as well? Yeah, ma'am, the answer is false.
Okay. Question number 5, mystery. The procedure mystery. What? Okay, there are some statements here. If is left heavy of m comma n equal to false. Okay. Okay, if is left heavy of m comma n comma m equal to false, return true, then else return false. Okay. So what is it is checking m has scored more total marks than n. It is checking n has scored more total marks than m. It is checking if m has scored the same total as n. So when we are actually returning true, if both are returning false, then only returning true. When both will return false, only both are same totals. So
Okay, ma'am.
returning true, we are checking only if m has scored same total as n marks, then only we will return true. In all other cases, we are returning false. Basically, we are checking whether he has scored same marks, m and n has scored same total marks.
Is in this question m and n has the same meaning as it was in the earlier question?
Yeah, m and n are cards.
Ma'am, M and N are parameters.
Yeah, parameters. So here
But
total,
take
no,
it as
m dot total
Total,
and
yes, ma'am.
so
Cards.
cards.
right. So can you scroll up and let me see that question, ma'am? Yes.
This question.
Yes. Yes. How did you come to the conclusion that is left heavy m comma n equals to false, and is left heavy n comma m equals to false, return true? Yes. From the earlier case, we can see that both are going to be false only when both are equal, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, ma'am, he's having this. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Any other doubts?
Yes. Ma'am, week 3 practice assignment question number 10.
So the following pseudocode is executed using the shopping bill dataset to find the number of eligible bills for the lowest 3 total bill amounts. Choose the code fragment to complete the pseudocode. Okay, what we wanted to do, we wanted to find the number of eligible bills for the lowest three total bill amounts. Okay, basically we wanted to find lowest 3 total bill amounts, number of eligible bills. Okay, so basically in order to compute this, first we want what is first lowest bill, what is the second lowest total bill amount, and what is the third lowest bill amount. So for this only the first while loop we are doing, the first this line 1 to line 17 is doing that only. So actually what we are doing, so we want lowest things, no, that's why it is initialized with some higher value. Okay, that's why it is 10,000, some other highest value. So we are just iterating over the shopping bill data set and we are finding the lowest bill. How to find the first minimum? We will check whether our whatever the current bill amount is less than first T, that means first minimum, then we will update first T as our total bill amount, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, if we got new first minimum, then second minimum we will third minimum will be made as second minimum, and second minimum will be made as first minimum, and first minimum we will make S dot total bill amount. Is this clear? Is this
Yes.
for everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So yeah, we got now our card, whatever card we are doing, that card bill amount is not less than first minimum, but it is less than second minimum. Then what we will do? We will update our third minimum to second minimum, and second minimum we will update with the extra total bill amount. That's thing we are doing. Like we will, if extra total bill amount is greater than first T, if it is greater than the first minimum, but it is less than the second minimum, then we will store the whatever the current second minimum to third minimum, and the second minimum we will make as extra total bill amount. Okay, the same thing. If our total bill amount is greater than second minimum, but less than third minimum, see it, then we have to update only third minimum value. That's why third minimum equal to extra total bill amount we are doing. Is this step clear? Actually, we are finding the minimum bills, first 3 minimum bills. First T will be storing first minimum bill, second T will be storing the second minimum bill, and third T will be storing the third minimum bill. That means value can be something like, if it is like 500 here, second minimum will be less than that. It will be something 490, and third minimum will be less than that, 450 or something like that. Sorry, first minimum will be 450 and second minimum will be 490 and third minimum will be 500. Okay, something like that. Is it clear?
When you are saying first minimum is basically you are saying the minimum of all.
Yes, first minimum is minimum of all, and second minimum is somewhat greater than that, but it is minimum among the other things. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we should do, we should just count the number of eligible bills. Like, what is the question? Find the number of eligible bills for the lowest 3 bill amounts. That means we have to check whether the current card bill amount lies in either first minimum. It must be what? It must be within the range of first minimum or second minimum or third minimum. So if it is what? If it is less than third minimum, that means it can be less than or equal to third minimum. If our current total bill amount is less than or equal to third bill amount, that means the current card is in our eligible range only, right? if the current total bill amount is less than the third minimum, less than or equal to, that means it can be second minimum or third minimum or first minimum,
Yes, ma'am.
then
Yes,
we
ma'am.
can increment the count. So yeah, it's just enough to check the less than or equal to third minimum. So the count equal to count plus 1 we can do, but less than third minimum it is need not be, because third minimum also we have to include, no, that's why it is not correct. Less than or equal to is less than, the first option is incorrect because equal to is not there. Greater than third minimum means it is greater than minimum, our three minimum values. So the third option is incorrect. Greater than or equal to third minimum means it's also incorrect. It will take just the third minimum value. But if the card has scored less than the third minimum value, it won't count that. So the answer is less than or equal to the third T.
Understood, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay.
And one more question, 4.4, question 1.
Which question?
4.4, question number 1.
One
And-
second before you change it,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask in the same code, if we interchange the order of, for example, 10 and 11 lines, will it still be the same?
10, 10, 11. Interchange the order means? This
Like
order.
if we write 11 first and 10
No, the
after that.
answer you won't get. This will be wrong that time. So first what will you do? If you execute line 10, if line 11 is first and line 10 is second, then the second T equal to X dot total bill amount will happen. So whatever X dot total bill amount is there, that we will update and to second T. Like if the total bill amount is 450, then second T will become 450, and then 30 will be equal to second T. Second T will be is 450, no, 30 also will be storing the same thing. But before updation we will do, if we do this 30 equal to second T, that means if second T is holding 460, that will be stored first to 30, and then second T equal to 450 we will make. Okay.
Yes.
So these lines you cannot interchange. You cannot write line 11 first and line 10 second, because first we have to store the previous second minimum value to third minimum, and then we will update our second minimum to the current bill amount. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you. Any other doubts?
4.4, question 1 and 2.
4.4. Yeah, 4.4.
Question 1 and 2.
Question 1. This is directly from formula only. How many pairwise comparison do we need to make if each object is compared with every other object exactly once? So that is, we have to, let us take, there are 20 objects. Here it is mentioned, no, 20 objects. We have to compare each object with every other word. So first one should be compared with 19 other cards, and the second one should be compared with 18 other cards. Okay.
Oh.
So it will be kind of 1 into n minus 1 plus, see, because first card will be compared with n minus 1 cards, and second card will be compared with what? N minus 2 cards. So if you go and so on, if you will get 1 plus so on to n minus 1. What is the sum of n natural numbers? N into n plus 1 by 2, no? What is the sum of n minus 1 natural numbers? Just replace n by n minus 1. So it will be n into n minus 1 by 2. So the answer will be 20 into 20 minus 1 by 2. So 20 into 19 by 2, that will be 10 into 19. That will be 190. Okay. Did you get the logic? Actually,
Ma'am, actually, the same question can be asked for the binding as well. So it will be must be mentioned that you have to calculate with about the binding. Ma'am, like in binding we have formula 1/2 n into n by k
yeah,
minus
the
1.
same thing. Yes.
And ma'am, the bind that we bins, the number of bins will be given.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
the number of principles will be given. So what is your doubt?
So
4.1?
in this case, you said, ma'am, that the first word will be compared with the 19, rest of
Yes.
the 19, which is correct.
N
Second
minus
word
1.
will be, yes, ma'am. And second word will be compared with the rest of the 18
Yes.
because it's already been compared with the first. So,
Yes.
and third will be done with the rest of the 17 and so on till the second last word. Second last word will be compared with the last word.
One
So,
word.
yes, last one word. So it's going to be 19 into 18 or 19 plus 18 plus 17. How is it going to be like?
So it will be n minus 1 plus n minus 2 plus n minus 3 plus so on to 1.
Okay, so basically 19 plus 18 plus 17
Yeah.
till
So
till 2 till 2
till 1.
till 1. Oh yeah, last one comparison. Okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, you can see sum of n natural numbers is 1 plus so on to 19 will be n into
Yes,
n plus 1 by
n
2.
into n into n plus 1 by 2. That's right.
Yeah. Okay, even though you can just say the formula, you can get n minus 1 into n by 2 also, you can get that formula. Okay, yeah. Is there any other doubt?
Ma'am, question number 3, please look at this once.
We distribute the 20 objects into bins of equal size. How many bins should we choose to make the least number of comparisons overall? So overall comparisons must be least. So for that, how many bins we have to choose?
Yeah, at least 10 because there should be at least 2 cards to compare. No, that's why.
That will be at most, I guess.
No, they are asking for at least, no.
To
At
make
least
the least number of comparisons,
Ma'am,
what will be the
least, they are asking for least number, no. So
ma'am,
here,
if we go with the formula, we need two things at least: number of bins or the total number of comparison to calculate one of each. Like the formula goes like
I think it should be 4, 5 in each, and because it's asked
yeah,
for
that also we can do, but at least we can compare from at least we need 2 cards. No, in one card we cannot do that. So at
Yes,
least if
you are
there
so
are
right.
2
if we
cards,
see, let us
Yes, you are
say
right.
if we divide as 10 bins, then
Yeah.
how many comparisons we will do? 10 comparisons total, right? How many
Yeah.
comparisons are we doing? 10 comparisons. So if we divide them as bins of 4 bins with 5 as the number, then how many comparisons we will do? 5
In each bin, we will be having 4 comparison. Oh, sorry, more than that, perhaps.
5 comparison.
4, 3, 2, and 1. 4, 3, 7, 2, 9, and 10. Perhaps 10 comparison in one bin.
So
if we have 5 objects in one bin, then if I'm correct, you may please correct me, ma'am. In that case, we'll be doing 10 comparison in one bin.
Yeah,
So if
10 we can, if we take the formula, no, like 5 into
Yes.
4 by 2.
Yeah, that's right, sir. And as far as I remember in lecture, it was said, it was mentioned that the more the bin, lesser the comparison.
yeah, more the bins, the lesser the comparisons. That's correct.
Yeah, that's why like if we take 10 bins no here, so there will be two cards. So the
Yes.
comparison will be less. So like in a easier way with the like lesser comparison,
See,
we can.
so more the bins, the lesser the comparisons in a bin. But
Yeah.
we have to finally we have to add up all the comparisons, right? So finally, so there is some what I have to go back to the lecture for this.
Answer is 10 only, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, because if we use 5 bins, then we'll have 10 comparisons in only 2 of them. And we need to compare among the 4 ones.
Okay, ma'am, I got the answer. We have to 10 because of.
Yeah, because there will be 2 cards in each bin, no, that's why.
Because that statement, I recall that statement that the more the bins, the lesser the comparison.
Yeah, the more the bins, the lesser the comparisons. That's correct. But there is
And
some
ma'am,
optimal thing. Yeah, okay.
but I got the answer.
Actually, it is
Question
here
two.
make the least number of comparison. Least number of comparison can be only in if the bins are more. That's why.
Yeah, yes.
So if it should have asked like most number of comparison, then minimum, like if we can, then we can make 2 bins. But here it is for asking for least number of comparison. So the maximum number of bins which we can create is like 10 here out of 20 objects.
But I have a question, ma'am. Perhaps we have reached to the answer. Perhaps we have reached to the answer this way. But once we compared all the bins, I mean to say, once we compared the elements present in the bin, let's say, let's take the assumption in this case that we have 10 bins, and in each bin we have compared, and we have compared once, of course, because it just have 2 cards. So finally, we reach to a number 10. But what about those comparison which will happen between the bins? Like we have reached to a point, okay, fine. In this bin, this is bigger or smaller. In other bin, this is bigger or smaller. In third bin, this is which one is bigger or smaller. Then don't we have to compare the bins also?
Yeah,
Out of these
bins
bins, which one
also.
is
Within
greater?
the bins, we will compare. So
Okay, which one is
actually,
going to be greater?
Yeah, actually, in that case, what I think is they are not assigned, like they have not asked any specific kind of a question, like what all we need, like
Ma'am,
for example, date of birth or anything marks, right? So
yes.
here they have just, it's a generic question. So like if we distribute 20 objects, right? So this is what my understanding is. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So
I think
it's a general
you are
question
right.
here. So they have not given any parameter, like you are comparing date of birth or marks, right? So it's a general question that like if you have 20 objects, so what is the least number of comparison you can make by making how many bins? So if we make 10 bins, then the comparison will be less row. So if they have asked like a most number of comparison, then we can create 2 bins only. So then in that case, the comparison will be more. So that's the reason. So your question, I got your question. So this is what actually they have not given any kind of parameters or anything, so that you have to satisfy that. So it's a generic question actually. I hope.
I take your answer because I believe yes, that is right. That is correct. But I don't think that the question should have been this. This is what my perception is, because it's very difficult to understand when you want me to compare exactly, when you don't want me to, because at the end of the day, we have to compare the bin to reach to a conclusion. So I definitely, the answer you mentioned is perhaps that may be the reason. I take it, but just for the sake of argument, we are doing it. That
Yeah, you are right. You are
smaller.
right. Actually, the question which you are asking, that is completely right. But only like if we have to like see, let's say if they are just what I gave you the example, if they will ask like compare the date of birth or any kind of anything else, like they are giving any kind of parameters, right? In that case, so we like this 10 bins will be wrong, right? Because in between the bins also there can be comparisons, right? So which
Yeah.
you said that is correct. So this question is like based on the lecture itself, like how what we have understood so far. So that like it's a generic question which I feel.
Yeah. You may be
I
right.
agree with you.
That's the reason. That's the
So
reason.
this
I'm
is the
correcting.
reason,
I
like
agree.
it's a generic question actually. So
Yes,
they have not
I
given
agree.
any parameters actually. I hope it's clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I think yes, you're right.
okay, any other doubts?
Ma'am, question 2 for same.
If we go with 4 bins, how many comparisons we would make overall?
I mean,
So 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. So basically,
general formula
Yeah,
based.
you will just put the formula, then you have to just add the all 4. 10
Yes.
into 4, it is 40.
So if we have 4 bins, that means how many objects will be there in each bin? 5 objects.
Yeah,
So 5 into
5
5
into 4.
minus 1 by 2. So 5 into 4 by 2. 2.
40.
10, no?
20 by 2. Yeah, 20 by 2 is 10 and 10 into
10.
4.
So that's how many, like in each bin we have to do 10 comparisons. So how many bins we have? 4 bins. So 10 plus 10 plus 10, or 10 into 4 bin. That's why answer is 40. So in each bin, what is our bin size? What are the how many number of objects are there in each bin? 5 objects. So 5 objects. Now to compare 5 objects internally, how many number of comparisons we will do? 5 into n minus 1 by 2, that is 5 into 4 by 2, that will be 10 comparisons. So in each bin itself you will do 10 comparison. So totally for 4 bins you will do 10 into 4, that is 40 comparisons you will do. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, yes.
I have a doubt in previous year questions. Actually, can I share my screen?
You cannot share your screen.
Okay.
You can add link in the chat.
Yeah, some kind of Google Drive link, if you can put it to the drive
Yeah,
and add in the
I
link.
was gonna say that.
In the meantime, you can discuss any other question, ma'am, whichever you like.
That will come in exam, huh? Ram, I remember in the last class with the Deepak sir, no, you said like you will leave all the questions. If, mark the mistakes, one will come. No,
Actually,
yeah,
I was unaware of the fact that if you take more than the correct answer also, you are not going to get any marks. And I did that in good number of questions. So
yeah, I
eventually,
remember your statement in the Deepak sir class. You said like I'll leave the questions, sir, if you will give these kind of questions.
I was absent in last qualifier.
Okay. No, actually, I appeared, but CT1 actually I didn't study just because of my job and all. Only I studied maths at CT and English. English actually.
Same. Because of job, I have to skip that 26th of qualifier, and I have to appear for 2nd of April, and I have to attempt all 4.
Oh my God. It's very.
ma'am, can
You
you
guys,
Like,
you
can
guys
you
are
please
working
do some more
professionals, all?
questions, ma'am?
Sorry.
Can you please do some more questions?
Tough
Yeah,
question.
sure. Yeah, if you ask any doubt specifically, then I can. So
Till now, I'm not asking. I just want you to please go ahead and do some difficult one.
see, I don't know what is difficult for you.
I completely. I was
Ma'am,
expecting
everything
it.
is easy.
I was
Ma'am,
expecting
Ma'am have
it from
done
you.
ma'am,
MTech.
mock test. We can discuss about a mock paper.
So yeah, if at all we can discuss from the last year's, I mean to say 26th, the January mock paper. So perhaps.
Actually, if you'll see the 2022 batch papers, no, they are bit actually tough actually. So as compared to the previous one and all. So if you are able to solve those questions, then most of the doubts will be clear.
Yeah, I think I should be, but I did that.
So
But
is this a mock test you are talking about?
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can do any mock test, ma'am. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, just I will scroll down the questions. Let me ask. Let me know.
You can
if
start from first, ma'am. You can start from first.
See,
No matter how easy it is, sometimes we'll get some good insight from you.
Ma'am, do the sixth one then. Sixth or like some problem solving one for time pass.
sorry.
Time pass.
Until like he uploads on the Google Drive and gets it. Like
Yeah, please do the seventh question. Seventh question. The following pseudocode is executed using the library data set. At the end of execution, A captures the number of books.
Ma'am, we haven't library data set. We haven't
You
been taught about.
you haven't been taught, but it is given as sample in your thing.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, library data set questions also will come. At the end of execution, A captures the number of books which are published after 2010 or less than the average number of pages, or have less than the number of average pages. Okay. Assume that the variable average AVG holds the the value of average number of pages of the books in the data set. The pseudocode may have mistakes. Identify all such mistakes, if any. So the condition is this pseudocode should find the number of books which are published after 2010 or have less than the average number of pages. This is the pseudocode they are telling.
Ma'am, at line number 8, it is saying the average number of pages
Greater
is
than, yeah.
so basically it is saying the pages are more than average number of pages. So for me, line number 8 is the first point where it is wrong.
Okay.
Now after that, I'll see the options. What are the options? Then
You are
only I'll
improving, Ram,
find.
finding the mistakes.
So A equal to A plus 1 should happen, no? Number of such books should be counted, right? So
Yeah,
A
yeah.
equal to 1 is not correct. A equal to A plus 1 we should do. A equal to A plus 1 we should do. We should actually count that. We should not set it to 1. After seeing such
Yes.
book, if the pages are greater than 2010, if the year is after 2010 and pages, if assume the condition is correct, assume that the variable is like less than the average, then if the line 8 is correct, then C should be, this line 12 should be A equal to A plus 1. So the answer is like 8 and 12 are mistakes, no? Okay,
Yes.
that's all. Yeah, did he pasted that here?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Not
Until that, till the time we can keep doing it, ma'am.
Yeah, go to this question and see.
Is executed reliable at the end of the execution is set to true if and only if there's
At the end of execution, A is set to true if and only if there is a pair of books with same genre and the same
Same
year of publication. So there is a simple, no?
Can you
Choose the correct
can you
code.
scroll down to the answers, ma'am?
Mm.
Okay.
So what is the condition and
That's
condition we should use?
and. So
Just
it should
and.
be.
So the first one is wrong because it's or.
Or
Second is correct.
mm.
It's
Fourth
a single
also
choice,
correct.
so it's only second or fourth.
I cannot do fourth because it is returning false in that case.
Yeah, I haven't saw the option correctly yet. Oh no, A is false, so it will be wrong.
Second option is correct only.
Yeah,
Yeah, only
option.
second option is correct.
Yeah.
So this question you can try solving. The
Following
following pseudocode executed using library dataset, what will A and B represent at the end of execution? What is A and what is B?
read the first.
A is generally pages only, you can get to know, and B is some count, right? A is pages only, right? Because we are telling A equal to X dot pages. So when we are setting A equal to X dot pages, if X dot pages greater than A, then A equal to X dot pages we are telling. That means A is storing the maximum number of pages and B equal to B plus 1 is happening when we have found A. So number of books with the maximum pages, that is B. Correct?
Yes.
Just
Madam, in this question, if a book contain 450 pages and second book contain 450 pages, then the maximum number of pages should be 450.
yes, that will be only there.
Okay. And if one and only book contain, the third book contains 650 pages.
Then you will check what is our current value of A. It is 450. Now what is our X dot pages value? 650. So 650 is greater than 450. Then what we will do? Yes, it is true. Then A equal to 650 you will make and B equal to 1 you will make. That is new maximum you are seeing, new maximum number of pages you are seeing. So B equal to 1 we are making. So if there is another book also with 650 pages, then what will you do? The first if condition will be satisfied. If X dot pages equal to A, that will be satisfied. 650 equal to 650. Then B equal to B plus 1 will happen. So B value will be 2. So there are 2 such books with the maximum number of pages.
Now, what if the first book has 650 pages and second book has 100 pages?
Then what will happen? You tell.
What I see is basically it says
it will
just
contain the maximum number of pages books.
Okay, the following serial code library data set AB represent the execution of. So while read the first row X in table 1, so I read it and it says okay. First book has 680 pages, so 680 will be stored and B will be incremented. X dot page is greater than A. 680. Okay, right. Right. From line 7 onward, we can say that yes, it is. But till line 5, it was not that. Okay, fine. Line 7 onward, it is correct that the maximum number of pages will be stored only.
A
Yes, ma'am.
will
I
be
answered. 100, the number of pages, the book with the number of pages as 100 or less than 650 is not going to be stored.
yes.
Ma'am,
Okay.
please could you explain this again? I didn't get what to do.
Okay, we'll go line by line. A equal to 0, B equal to 0 initially. While table 1 has more rows, that means we are iterating over the cards of our library data set. Read the first row. First row we will read and we will see if X dot page is equal to A. What, let us say the current book has 100 pages. We will check whether 100 equal to 0. No, right? 100 is not equal to 0. So B equal to B plus 1 won't happen. We'll go to the seventh statement, seventh line. If X dot page is greater than A, what is our A? 0. What is our X dot page is 100. So 100 is greater than A. So A will be 100 now. Correct? A equal to X dot pages will happen. The if condition is satisfied and A equal to 100 will happen and B value will be set to 1. Okay. What if the second book pages is 250? Then we will check X dot pages equal to A. 250 is not same as 100. So B won't be incremented. But 250 is greater than 100. So A equal to X dot pages will happen. That means A equal to 250 will happen and B equal to 1 will happen. So whenever we are seeing a book with pages greater pages, then we are updating our A. So actually A will be storing the book that has a maximum number of pages, like maximum number of page value that is storing the count of that pages, X dot pages, no, that it will store. And B equal to 1 will happen. So what if the third book also 250 pages, contains 250 pages, then A value and X dot pages value is same. And then B equal to B plus 1 will happen. So B value will be 2 at that time. B previously you have set to 1, B value will be 2. Actually B what we are doing, we are counting the number of such books that has maximum number of pages. Correct?
Yes, ma'am, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, so you here it is not required to take an example. Just by seeing this conditionally you must be able to say. See here, when we are the question is asked for what is A and B. So you can see when A is getting updated, A equal to X dot pages is happening. When it is happening, if X dot pages greater than A, that means if the current pages value greater than A value, then A equal to X dot pages. That means A is storing something. If upper value is found, then we are replacing our A. That means A is storing the maximum number of pages. And B, you can see B value when we are setting and when we are incrementing. B value after finding one book with the maximum number of pages, we are setting it to 1. After finding the similar such book, we are making B equal to B plus 1. So we can say it is the number of books with the maximum number of pages. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this question also you try to solve 10th question. The following pseudocode is executed using the words dataset. What will C represent at the end of execution? Would you like to try by yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, then let me explain. Then after that, I will explain. So
It's
basically,
going
the
to a
question is asked
procedure.
for C.
Let me take the picture, ma'am. And can you scroll up a little bit so that I can take the picture?
Actually, different letter count in the procedure, if you can see, different letter count and parts of speech is same.
Please, everyone solve yourself.
Okay.
And others also please solve. Try to solve. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Can you scroll up, please, so that I can see
C
the.
equal to C plus get something of
And
table 2.
Ma'am, should I speak the answer?
Sorry.
Like I think I solved it. So should I speak the answer that I
Yeah, you
think?
can tell.
Is it fourth? I think.
Auto speech.
Yes.
Ma'am, from this procedure, it was clear that they are looking for different letter count and same part speech. Basically, they are looking for the noun, but different noun, or pronoun, different pronoun, word, different word. I mean to say, letter count is different.
Yes. Yeah.
It was very clear. But I just have a question to ask. That once I reach there, once I reach to line number 18, and can you scroll down a little bit, ma'am, so that I can ask you? And I increase the count of those kind of word.
Mm.
Then what I did is basically moved all those kind of cards to table 4.
Mm.
And then, yes, all those kind of cards to table 4. Then again, move all those table 4 to table 2 to do the iteration again.
Mm.
Return A. So I got all those cards. So when I am at line number 25, at line number 25, I face this problem most of the time. How do I take this line number 25 to the procedure that we are using at the line number 5 or 6, whatever?
See, return A.
How should I
What
do?
is A? A is some number, right? Return A. So the procedure is returning some number. Let us go here. C equal to C plus get something of table 2. So what it will be stored is, it is returning A, no, that you will keep here. The result you will keep here. So C equal to C plus that number will be output here. C equal to that number, whatever number that is written by the procedure, that you will keep here. So basically you will count that C equal to C plus, no, you are adding that to C, that number to C.
But
Okay.
yes, ma'am, I got your point. But for that, we have to literally take the sentences and then do the things. What if I understood the procedure and I did not take the example? I just understood the procedure.
Mm.
And I'm just asking you, you can suggest me some idea. And how should I, in that case, of course, I'll not be having any number. I just understood that it is taking all the words which are same in nature, different in letter counts. In that case, how should I be taking it ahead?
So that what, no, it will basically C is 0 and C equal to C plus that number you are doing. Basically, you are incrementing based on that. That means you are counting, no?
Okay, in one sentence, I am counting how many those words are there.
Words which have different letter count, different only, no? But same parts of speech.
Yes.
Number of pairs of words.
Yeah,
Basically,
of course,
your pair
clearing it. Yes.
with the same parts of speech but and different letter count that occur in the same sentence, because only after each and every sentence that table only you are passing to the procedure. No, basically that is in the same sentence you are checking, because table 2, what is table 2? Here it is nothing but the cards that are from the same sentence only you are passing as argument to get something procedure. That's why it is table, that is same sentence. Okay, because so what we are doing, we are iterating and we are checking whether the word ends with full stop. If the word is ending with the full stop, it will move all such cards to table 2. Previously, you are seeing first card moving into table 2, second card moving to table 2, same third card also we will move to table 3. If the fourth card has full stop, you will move that to table 2 and also C plus get something of that procedure you will do. Like you will call that procedure by passing the table 2. Okay. And after getting the output, you will clear all the rows in your table 2. That means table 2 is empty. Again, at the beginning of next sentence, table 2 will be empty. Right? You are passing sentences, each and every sentence to get something procedure. Hello.
Okay, if we have ma'am, if you can clarify me. Let's assume we have 5 different sentences with 4 different in fact 5 different full stops, 5 full stops. So we start from line number 1 and we go till line number 5. In fact, I should 6. And as soon as I see the get something, instead of going it to line number 7, I just go to line number 11.
Yes,
11.
yes, yeah.
And I keep doing the iteration on the first sentence.
Yes.
On the first sentence, I'll be iterating. And as soon as the first sentence is over, will this iteration going to come out of line number 20, line number 25, or
no, you will come out of the procedure only if you have executed return statement. After executing the return statement only, you will come out of the procedure.
So in my case, as I was talking about, we have 5 different sentences. So in my case, it will return A only after iterating through all the 5 sentences?
No. So for the first sentence, you will call procedure get something. You will go to procedure get something and you will execute all these things. That means in the procedure get something, you will check all the words of your first sentence. If your first sentence, that particular words have different letter count and same parts of speech, then A will be incremented. And same, this iteration, this while loop, this inner while loop and this outer while loop should be finished. That means each word in your sentence will be compared with every other word, and finally it will return, and finally like A equal to A plus 1 will happen for every other word, like if the condition is satisfied. If the and finally return A will happen after exiting of the, after finishing this while loop execution, this outer while loop and inner while loops, everything must be finished, then only return A will happen. So for every sentence will go to the procedure get something. Inside the procedure get something, pairwise comparison of each and every word will happen. It will check whether letter count is not same and parts of speech are same. If the letter count, then A will be incremented. That thing will happen. So and finally you will get A. That A will be stored here. For every sentence, C equal to C plus get something of table 2 will happen. Get something of that sentence will happen. Okay. that this get something procedure will be executed 5 times if you have 5 sentences.
Got it.
Okay.
This was my question, that how many times this? Yes, ma'am. Now I'm clear. That this is going to be executed for every sentence.
Yeah, it
And
is
for
going to
every
be
sentence, and for every sentence, we are going to get a different
yeah,
a. Return
different A. Yes.
That's fine, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So we
Now, when
can
they
take
say X
yeah.
dot word ends with a full stop, it means not at the end of the sentence, but the entire sentence.
X dot word ends with full stop means we are at the last word of our sentence. Right?
Right.
So yeah. So what is table 2? Every card we are moving to table 2. Yeah, right. But after seeing the word with full stop, what we are doing, we have moved that word to table 2 as well. And then if the word is ending with full stop, then we are calling the procedure. That means the sentence, for that sentence we are calling for we are passing that entire sentence, because table 2 has all the words of that particular sentence. So get something procedure will happen. Get something procedure will return something, some A, that will C will be incremented according to that, and clear all rows in table 2 will happen. What is the next line? Clear all rows in table 2 will happen. That sentences, whatever the information that previous sentence has, that will be erased. And then after seeing the new word, that is the starting word of the other sentence, we will store that word to table 2 again. The same thing will happen until full stop. We are seeing the storing will happen, full stop word also will be stored, and the get something procedure will be called. Again, the get something procedure will return something, and C will be incremented, and again the clear rows, again that particular also will be, that particular sentence also cleared from the table 2. So table 2 is just a temporary table that will be replaced for each and every sentences. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Okay, we can take one more question. If you have any particular doubt, please ask. If not, we'll solve just one question.
Yeah, this one was okay, ma'am. The last one.
Which question should I do? Which question should we discuss?
Yes. This one. This has 4
This one?
parameters.
Okay, yeah, please do this.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Can you please take practice assignment week 3, question 10?
It's already solved, I guess. We have solved that in the session itself. Someone has asked previously.
Can you scroll up, ma'am, please? Yep. They asked for at least one of the subjects should have marks greater than, yeah,
Number of female students who are above average in at
least
least
one of
one.
the subject. So now in this case, the condition is and, so of course this is false.
Yeah.
At least means it has to be or.
Yes.
So line number 11 is definitely wrong.
Mm.
And after that, I would go ahead with the answers and see those options are correct or not. Line 10, line 5, line 4, okay, line 10. Line 10 is okay because they ask for the female. 5, A equals to 1.
What about line 4?
I'm coming to that point, line number 5.
4 is I think okay, but
It is instead of incrementing,
A plus 1
incrementing, it is at line number 5, it is instead of incrementing because it should have been incremented. A equals to 0, it should have been incremented. So they are fixing it to, they are assigning the 1 to A.
Yeah, it should
So
be
line
plus
number
1.
5 is also incorrect. We cannot talk about line number 4 as because maths, physics, chemistry, they have this
It is
order.
following the procedure, no? That's why I think it's correct.
Yes, you're right. So yes, ma'am, line number 11 and line number 5.
Yeah, 5 and 11.
Yes, that's correct. Okay, week 3, practice assignment 10. No, I will quickly go through this also.
Ma'am, in the same question, what was the need for another false?
What is the question number?
Well,
See, this question, if the
actually, if
gender
and else
is
is
not
connected, no? That's why.
yeah, if the gender is not female, then also the procedure should return false, no? That's why this written false is here.
Yes.
And if she is not scoring less
More than the
in,
average.
more
Yeah.
than or that whatever condition in, then also she should be, the procedure should be returning false. That's
Ma'am,
why
We
the
have to
other.
check
question
about
is-
the if and else, like wherever it is connected, no? So that one, if you can see, then it will clear the doubt actually.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
have this
yeah,
else for the same.
11 is connected with 14 and 10 is connected
10
with
is
18.
connected with 18. Yeah.
Ma'am, here the question is asking that at least one. So
Yeah, or operator, then it will satisfy, no?
At least one means?
Let me give you an example. If at all our family says, my father or my mother says that you can choose from either they are giving me the option to buy 2 things, phone or laptop or one expensive shoe. So he has given me the option key, you can choose any one of these, at least minimum one you can choose, you can go ahead with the rest of all also.
okay.
So of course you understood the point कि कम से कम एक तो ले ही सकते हो, इसके अलावा भी मिल जाए तो much better है.
But
At least we have the choice to pick one.
अगर एंड है तो इसके अलावा तो ले ही ले रहे हैं.
नहीं and का मतलब mandatory, अगर if the
Okay,
family thinks you have to take this and this, so they are forcing you to take both.
Okay.
Or you have the choice, you can
Yes.
take this or that or both.
So would you say that is at most, at least at most
Yes, it should be at most one.
is and?
No, that's a different thing.
No,
In
no.
OR operator,
At
so
most-
in OR operator, if you will see the truth table in the summary also, so there are like 3 conditions, like if both should be true, or if one condition is true, false, or false, true, right? So here at least one also is true, no? Then also it is like going satisfying the question, right? So that's why if we take the OR option, then only it will be like satisfying the question. But if we take and, just like Ram said, so it is like forcing to take all the 3, but we don't want like all 3. Yeah, we can take, but it is saying at least one. So if we
At least one means
Yeah.
I must have to take 1 or 2 or 3.
Yeah, it is up to you, but at least one means at like, for example, only you are considering maths or physics or chemistry. So you can take all 3 also if the condition is true, because in the truth table, if you'll see, if all the conditions are true, then also it is true, right?
Yes.
So that's why it is saying at least one. So in OR operator only, so this will satisfy, and operator will never satisfy this. I think.
And operator is basically it is forcing you, what has he said? He said
we have
his
to
point is
must
very
take 3.
Yes, we have to. We don't have choice. But the question did not. Question is not forcing you. question is telling you, you can have either, if at all you have cleared the physics marks, then it's perfectly fine. If you have got the mathematics marks to a certain level, of course, after that, I mean to say, you have
Let's
cleared
say
the
after
mathematics.
qualifying this exam, right? So
Yes.
the management will say at least you have to take 2 subjects, right? So then you can take at least 2, right? But if they say no, you have to take 4 subjects, then you don't have any choice. So you have to study for all 4 subjects, right? But if they give you a choice of at least 2, then you can take 2, or at least you can, if you can take 3 or 4, whatever you feel like. Hope you are clear with this example.
Yes, it's clear.
Yeah. So at
And
least
when
means it is at least 2. Rest, if you want 3 or 4, you can, whatever you feel, you can take that.
Error in fifth line just because A should be equal to A plus 1, right?
Yes, yes.
yes, A has to
It
be
must be
incremented.
incremented.
Because it is incremented, no? So we have to increment A plus 1.
Okay.
Ma'am, could you do the previous question as well, please? Question 11.
Question
11.
Question number 11.
of which one?
This one. See,
Same one.
See, this will be the last one, but other girl has asked practice assignment 3 question. No?
10.
Question 10. So that question will be the last question. Okay. This we have already discussed. Sorry. Yeah, I can't discuss it
Okay,
again.
it's okay. It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what is the doubt here?
Mock 1, 11.
So let A be an author who had written a book in the library data set, and B be the positive integer value. What does the procedure do something compute? Procedure do something of A comma B. A is author and B is some positive integer value. Okay, C equal to 1900 and D equal to 2022.
Max
While,
and min, yeah.
while table 1 has more rows, read the first row X in table 1. That means we are reading cards in our library data set. If X dot author equal to A, and we are checking if X dot year greater than C, then C equal to X dot year. If X dot year less than D, D equal to X dot year. Move X to table 2. Okay. If C minus D greater than or equal to B, B is some positive integer, return true, else return false. So what is our C and D? C is
C is the
actually
latest year, and
C
D
is
is
the
the second latest.
D is like if X
C is
dot
just like C is 2023, and D can be any year like less than that.
C D can
Second
be
latest.
his starting year. His starting
Yeah,
year.
starting year or the second latest, we can say whatever. is true.
No, see the condition is for C, for me updating C and D, like author name should be same. For the particular author, we are checking what will be our C. C is X dot year. When we are updating our C, if X dot year greater than C, then X dot C equal to X dot year will is happening. So C will be the latest year publication of that author, and D will be the first starting year of his publication, because we are starting with 2022, and if X dot year is less than D, then D equal to X dot year we are making. So
Yeah, ma'am,
D
in
is
this case, C will be like 2022, D will be 1900, according to this question, if we take.
yes, C will be some latest publication year,
Yeah.
and D will be his starting publication year of that any book. Okay, if C minus D greater than or equal to B, then return true. If the difference between the first publication, if the difference between his latest publication and first publication is greater than some number, then we are returning true, else we are returning false. So outputs true if and only if the second book of the author A was published at least B years. Not second book, no. It's first book, last book difference is first book and last book difference we are seeing. Is latest book and first book. So outputs true if and only if the last book of the author A was published at least B years after their first book was published. Yeah, that is correct. Outputs true if and only if the last book of author A was published at least B years after their second last book was published. outputs true if the last book of author A was published at least B years before their.
No, ma'am, B should be correct. B option should be correct.
So B option is correct because it's out. We are checking what is the difference. We are checking C minus D. What is our C? C is latest publication. What is D? D is like first publication. So we are checking the difference of latest, last publication and first publication. If it is greater than or equal to the B. So if the difference between his if the last book has published B years after his first book, then we are returning true. So the correct option is B only. Just check what is C and D. C is C if X dot year greater than C only, that means C is some higher upper year, like some highest value.
Yeah,
D
latest
is some low.
value.
D is some
And how do
lower
we know
value.
it's the latest value, ma'am?
Actually,
Because
it's
the
incrementing. No, here see just
I
max
would
minimum concept. No?
I would suggest that this is the thing that I was doing earlier. I would suggest just take 5 different author name. You don't have to remember author, just take author A, author B, author C, author D, and 5 random year, and just mark them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and do it, and you'll get the answer.
No,
so the
actually,
order should be same. The order should be same. Order is
Yeah,
X
I
dot
mean,
order equal to A. So X dot year greater than C. So if like current year, like what is our C? 1900, no? X dot year now it is like, let us take 2011. If 2011 greater than 1900, then C equal to X dot year. That means C equal to 2011 will happen. So again, if we are saying 2012, then if X dot year is 2012, 2012 is greater than 2011. So as C equal to X dot year, C equal to 2012 we are happening. So C is the latest year. Latest year means the last publication, like his last, it's recent publication. X dot year less than D. So if it is 2022, if it is less than 2022, let us take 2012. If it is 2012, then 2012 less than 2022, then D equal to X dot year we are doing. Like if it for the lower value, for the lowest year, we are updating D. For the higher year, we are updating C. So C will be the latest year and D will be the like not recent year. It will be like
The oldest year.
1990, oldest year. Yeah,
Yes.
C will be the latest and D will be the oldest. So if for the latest book, that latest year means it's last publication, oldest year means it's first publication, right? Or this first publication. So that's why
Yes,
we are
ma'am.
checking C minus D. C minus D means C is the latest, last book publication minus first book publication year greater than or equal to B. If the difference between the first book and last book is at least B years, then we are returning true. That's what the option B. The correct option is B.
Actually, here you
Outputs.
can take the like a maximum minimum concept, no, to
Yeah,
understand very
same thing.
simpler
Yeah.
way.
Mm.
So for the maximum, we take the what you 0, no, and for minimum we take the highest value. So same with if you will see the C option.
Yeah,
Ma'am, can you please scroll up?
Exactly.
Yeah, C is like 1900. No, it will take the like max, and D's will be the minimum. So here max and min. So it is the latest year. C will be the latest year, the highest year, and D will be the minimum year or the first year, whichever is the first year. So by this concept, you will be able to easily understand. C is the latest year, which is in this case 2022, but the question is for today, like 2023. D, according to the question, it is 1900. So most of the times we take D 1900 only in the CT, most of the questions. So we take 1900 until unless there is anything given in the question. So we take 1900. So C minus D means difference. If you will take, then it will be 122. Almost 122 is the difference. So 122 years is the difference between the C and D. So at least that much year. So what are the B year? It is the saying in answer, like B is the positive integer. So 122 is the difference here in between the C and D, according to the B option.
Right.
I hope it is clear to you now. After I think you asked.
Yes, it's clear. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I hope that's all right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's score 100, everybody, 100%.
Yeah, all the
If
best.
at all,
Yeah.
if at all, I may ask you, do we have any other class also of CT?
I don't think this was the last class, I think, for the revision, I think.
And is there any possibility, ma'am, that we can have a class again tomorrow?
Mostly no. Yeah.
Okay, can't we plan that?
Mostly no, actually. Yeah, because we have
It-
many sessions already conducted. No.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
you can. Anyhow, you can ask something in forum also. Yeah.
Actually, 4 to 5, there is one sessions, CT session. You can join there like every day. Like there are 2 TAs, they are joining there. You can ask
So
as much as
is it for us or it's for
everybody. For everybody, you can, like, it is for term student also, for us also, everybody. Anybody can ask. Even I also use that same slot, and I've
When
asked so
is
many
it?
questions.
and
4 to 5, Monday to Friday.
okay, so we can join. Okay.
Yeah, 4 to 5 Indian time. So Ram, I think you are in US, right?
I'll be, yes, I
Yeah,
have to
so
join.
you have to check your schedule
Yeah,
accordingly.
yes, early morning, no problem.
Yeah, yeah. I know you are from
And
US. Yeah.
what about this part? So we just have to give the this particular CT exam only. Am I correct?
Yeah. We just the only the exam which we have been detained.
We have
So
4 hour. We have 4 hour for that CT, right?
yeah. We have 4 hours. So after,
Right.
like, if you have time, then you can attempt for the rest of the subjects also. But first of all, focus on the CT, and let's
I
try to
already have
aim
good
for
marks in the rest
100%.
of.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll try to get as maximum as I can.
Even
Thank
I'm
you.
also like aiming for 100. Let's see how much we get, but let's aim for 100%.
Yeah. See,
Within 4 hours.
Yeah,
we
whatever.
have a lot of time.
15 questions will be there, bro. You can like answer in mostly in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And if you feels like your answers are correct and the question seems to be easy, if you know the answers, then you can end the session, like end the submit button, like hit the submit button afterwards.
No, they don't allow you to do it before 1.5 hour.
Yeah, 1.5 hour, like you will be able to use the submit button, and you can.
After that only. All the best to all of you, and thank you very much.
Same to you guys. Yeah.
Thank you very
Are
much.
the rest of you in any WhatsApp group?
No, not at all. I was just looking for it, and it was difficult because most of the people are in the group are they are giving the April 2nd one. So yeah, we don't have any WhatsApp group.
Yeah, there are different WhatsApp group we have joined, but you can.
But I never know like which one is for this purpose only. So that is always a problem. Like you joined so many groups, and at the end of the day, like it's not very productive. So anyway, that's fine.
There are only few groups, 1 or 2 groups where you can like ask for the reattempt one. So whatever I know, I try to help everybody, and whatever I don't know, I ask questions sometimes also. It's not that I'm the expert. I also ask questions sometimes.
I understand, and thank you very much for doing so. So if at all you know any specific group or any one of us, or we can share that so that we also get
Maybe we
benefit.
can create now because we'll all be in the same batch from now.
Can you do that? Can you do that right now, please? Ma'am, give us 5 minutes, ma'am.
We'll do. Just a minute.
Yeah, that is going to be better for everybody.
Yeah, if you can share the link here, then we guys can join.